Hi everyone, welcome to Pal to Tech. One of the biggest challenges in working out of this studio space is exactly that. Space, or the lack of space, I should say. If I try and get some product shots done at this area right here, it's difficult to maneuver behind the table to the background or even change the working space to different heights. Flexispot recently reached out to me regarding their new Flexispot Pro Plus Standing Desk E7 and offered to sponsor this video. Now, I've reviewed their desks before, so this time around, I wanted to see how it would perform as a product B-roll table and show you how I set it up that way. The Pro Plus Standing Desk E7 comes in 2 boxes. Be careful lifting the second one, it's pretty heavy. The assembly itself took me less than 30 minutes. It's very straightforward. You have a series of screws separated by letters. Just follow the simple directions and you don't need any tools since they already give you the Allen wrenches to tighten them up. One tool that you will need is a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten the very last set of screws. And if you have an electric drill with a screw head on it, that can save you some additional time, but you don't need an electric drill to put the desk together. Now, a nice feature are the height offset adjustment dials on each of the legs. This came in handy when I put the desk on the edge of a rug. The rug was a bit higher, but I was able to easily adjust the height of the rear legs to get a perfect balance. The desk comes in a number of colors, materials, and sizes, ranging from 48 by 24 inches to 80 by 30. Here you can see a comparison between the Flexispot E5 and E7 with other similar brands of standing desks. Because the E7 is powered by dual motor engines, it can easily hold up to 355 pounds, while the overall design outperforms the competition in both features and price. The top is natural bamboo covered with a coat of lacquer. Now, you can also get casters for the desk, which I plan on doing in the future, so I can roll it around my studio area. You can choose to mount the height controller either on the right or the left side. Not only does the controller raise and lower the height of the desk, but it also offers a handy USB port right on the side. All the cords, electrical wires, and other connections are tucked under a metal housing, so you don't have to see them all hanging down below the desk. There's a single electrical cord that plugs into an AC wall outlet, and that powers the entire desk. Everything is controlled by this electronic keypad. You press the arrows to make the desk go up or down. The desk motor is very quiet. The digital readout shows you the height of the desk. You can also easily program the desk using the number 1 and number 2 buttons. Basically, you put the desk to the standing height that you want, then press M, and then a number, and then that will store the height. Then all you have to do is press that number and the desk will automatically go to that saved height. Same thing with the lower position. So let's take a look at a few scenarios of how you could set this desk up. Okay, I've got the Flexispot desk all set up here, and I am shooting top down, and as you can see, I have the camera mounted right here on this C-stand arm. I also have a light here, a light here. In addition, I'm recording into this Atomos Ninja 5 monitor and coming out of this monitor over here so that I could have a nice big picture and make sure it's in focus. And there's 2 reasons why this desk is very handy for a setup like this. The first is that you can put all kinds of weight on it. I'm not even close to maxing out what the weight can be on this desk. But the second advantage is that the thickness of the desk is such that you can easily clamp using these small rig or similar clamps right here, clamp stuff on, and it doesn't have the problem of being too wide, right? So you can clamp all kinds of things on, like I've got this here, and move it around. I've got the 35mm prime lens on here. I don't have a zoom lens. And some of you may not have zoom lenses and only have primes. So in that case, this is perfect if you want to get closer to the product shot that you're trying to take. So that's kind of a cool thing because you can actually move the subject closer to the camera, keeping the camera in one position, very easily get your shot. Now, to be clear, I could have mounted this light onto this desk right here. Not a problem. But I didn't have an extra mount with me in time to make this video. But just know that the weight of this light, I could have put 5 of them on this desk around and it would not have been a problem. Okay, for this setup now, I've got these pins right here with this sort of fake wood background. I've got my key light right here. I also have a little side light as well, which kind of fills in a little bit of the shadows on this side over here. I've got the 16mm Fujifilm prime lens mounted on the camera, and I've got the camera tethered right into Capture One. And as I'm shooting and I'm looking at this background right now, I'm not exactly liking the fake wood look. Check this out. Instant background change. Now I've got this neutral gray background, and all I did was press a button and wait about, 10 seconds. And I actually like the neutral background much better. As you can see, it just looks better overall, and it was just a simple matter of pressing a button and then raising this thing up to the second background. So I also wanted to show you how you can use the Flexispot desk in a more traditional setup with a computer, a couple of monitors, and that sort of thing. So right here I've got this configured as an editing station with 3 separate monitors, a couple of speakers, all kinds of devices hooked in here, SD card readers, Elgato Stream Deck, and so forth. A lot of weight is on this desk. So let me show you the absolute greatest thing about the entire setup. And that is, you can go very easily from a sitting down position. I suppose I'm sitting here, I got the headphones on, I'm typing away or I'm editing video, and suddenly I feel like, maybe I should be getting a little exercise or stretching a little bit or doing something like that. All I have to do is press a single button. The entire thing comes straight up to a standing position. I move my chair back, I come right here, grab the headphones, back on the head, and boom, I'm right back into what I was doing. It is awesome. And so say I spend 3 more hours here, and now maybe I'm a little bit tired. Okay, 1 button again, boom, press the button. Okay, that's enough standing for the I'm gonna sit down now, take my chair, come right here, and I'm done, and I can continue in a seated position. It is wonderful. So I've been using a standing desk for about 6 months now on a consistent basis. I found that it makes a huge difference in my overall energy level and productivity while I'm working. It is very important with any standing desk that you correctly position the desk and practice good posture when using it. Is it something that I want to have all the time? No. Sometimes I prefer to sit. Other times I want to stand, and it all depends on the type of work that I'm doing. And because of this, I've found that the ease of moving from the standing to the sitting and back again on Flexispot desks to be their best feature. I'd also like to tell you about Flexispot Brand Day, which is a once-a-year event going on right now, but it's only going to last a couple more days. You can get up to $200 off your purchase, and I will leave a link in the description below this video. Go check it out, as this now may be the best time if you've been thinking about trying out a standing desk. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back in a new video very soon. Take care. It's doing it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope this thing doesn't break. It can only hold a certain amount of weight before it all crashes. It's working. Oh.